This is a short lesson on beat versus tempo versus rhythm. People often toss these into the same basket thinking they have the same relative meaning when there's actually some subtle differences between them. With the beat is the pulse of the music. It's what you clap along to, it's what you stomp your foot to, it's the heartbeat and the driving factor of our music. The beat is determined by the bottom number of our time signature. In this case, top number tells us how many, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 before our next measure. And then the bottom 4 corresponds to quarter note. And if I change our denominator style, it shows us a little bit more clearly that we have 4 quarter notes per measure. If I decide to change my time signature, top number tells us 3 quarter notes per measure, and the 4 corresponds to those quarter notes. And if we change our denominator style, it shows us just a little more clearly that 3 quarter notes are happening per measure. So that's the beat. Beat is the driving factor. It is consistent and stays the same. Tempo tells us how fast the beat goes. Beat is the pulse. Tempo is how fast or slow that pulse goes. You can either attach an exact number. So let's say quarter note is going to equal 60. 60 beats per minute, that's a second. Or we can find a different number in there. Often you'll see 120, twice as fast as the second. And 120 is going to be the most common tempo marking that you will see. But if we don't want an exact number, we have all sorts of words over here that correspond to a rough number estimate. We can say andante, which gives us an idea that approximately 80 clicks per minute. Or we can go vivace, which is 160 quarter notes per minute. We can have other terms such as ritardando, abbreviated RIT in music, but we can turn off that abbreviation, and this means to slow down. So here after the ritardando, the music slowed down a bit. You can have the opposite, which is accelerando. Looks like the word accelerate, but because it's Italian, we have to go that ch in there. Accelerando. Just like the word cello has no H in it. There's the full spelling, and this means to speed up. And there are a host of other words that will affect whether you speed or slow down the tempo. Rhythm is the divisions of the beat, the actual patterns occurring. So the top line here is representing the beat, 4 quarter notes per measure. The bottom line has breakdowns of the beat into more interesting patterns, and this is our rhythm. Sometimes the rhythm is the same as the beat, sometimes it is not. But rhythms and beat are not the same thing. So here's the top line just to get the beat in our head. And then the bottom line is our rhythmic breakdown of that beat. So hopefully that adds a little bit more clarity to beat versus tempo versus rhythm. See you next time.